So Sue, you're a governor of an academy and a trustee at a multi-academy trust. As we move inevitably towards a more academised system, however that happens, what are the implications for governance?
I think there's huge implications. First of all, I'd start off by saying that we have to work very hard at attracting the right people to become trustees. As you say, I'm a trustee. If I wasn't doing education as my day job, I would really struggle to keep up with all the changes in educational policy and all the jobs we've got to do. So I think we've got to attract the right people, the right calibre to be trustees, but also we've got to make sure that we bring in local people, that there's some ownership within that. So it's that balance. And I'm not talking about a patronising partnership. I think it's that balance of the local community linked with some real expertise, whether it's around finance or HR, marketing, whatever. You need that sort of wide skill set.
I'm interested in that, and I want to slightly challenge you on that, because I can see that for a standalone academy or for a small multi-academy trust, you can absolutely have that local level of governance. Now, when you get up to larger mats, sort of thinking about 10, 20 schools, how important is it to have that local governing body with local representation in a scheme of delegation?
Well, I'm not sure you would have governing bodies, I'll be honest, but I think somewhere along the line you've got to have some sort of forum for parents or people in that community to provide you feedback. I've always advocated that we need to look at accountability in a different way, and we've talked in the past about intelligent accountability. I think it's really important that any school is rooted within its community, and if that's the case, there's got to be some sort of discussion and feedback as part of the accountability. I think it is wrong to have governing bodies set up all over the place who have very little responsibility. It's tokenism, it's wasting people's time. We haven't got enough top quality people. Therefore, get the system, whatever. I mean, I know that some multi-academy trusts have set up parents' forums, and that's their feedback loop. That may work, but there will be other things that work. I think the key thing is, if you're a large academy trust, you know that the power sits within the trustees and the members of that board. Therefore, what do you want other people to be doing? I mean, you're a governor as well. How frustrating would it be for you to feel that you were being accountable and yet really your views weren't being listened to? It was tokenistic.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it would be. And that's why I feel like as MATs inevitably will grow, that one of the key considerations that has to be made is how a scheme of delegation might change, because a MAT that's been set up by a successful school, taking on a new school or opening a new school, is going to have a different governance structure and a different scheme of delegation as it grows. So I think that, as you said, trusts need to think very carefully about true accountability and not just making that tokenistic at different levels.
And I think it's quite an issue, is that you want these trusts have to be very strong organisations with high quality people. And in a way, I think they're more powerful if they can hold themselves to account. And if we're looking to move to a school-led system, I don't think we can have a top-down model where you have regional schools commissioners taking schools off these trusts, moving them around as on a chessboard. I think what we need is a much more mature conversation that trustees understand the strengths and the weaknesses of the schools. They know that when there's going to be a bad year of results, that they are mature enough to enter into conversation with the offices of the regional schools commissioners. They explain the situation, that it's a proper conversation, and that the regional schools commissioners know exactly what the trust is doing to put the situation right. And then, it's not a case of, right, 1 year's bad result, that school's gone. So we have to get the relationships right. And, if I'm in a position of responsibility, whether it be an RSC or whatever, I want to be confident that the trust knows what it's doing. And I think for me, all these things are very clear. Schemes for accountability are really, really important in delegation. Getting the central board right, understanding the questions it needs to ask of its executive, plus knowing what data it needs to do the evaluation and being confident in that are absolutely key things. Then it can decide what it's delegating elsewhere. But it's got to own the height to the top level performance indicators and be confident to say, no, don't take this off, we will put this right in the year.